What up, YouTube? Mandee Hops here, and I am bringing you a random video about ass napkins. I was talking to one of my best friends from Red Lobster back in St. Louis. Shout out to the Chexican. I guess that'll be your nickname on here. And he was best friends with me and the guy that lived here, which is how I got my job. We all work together. He still has the same job. I've had like 90 million jobs since then. So we hadn't talked in 2 years. The last time he came, I was dating Tunnel Guy, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're dating a guy that," because I always have something wild going on. And then, so I said my nickname with them used to be Man Diesel, because my nickname is Mandee, and I dress like a diesel dyke. So it was their little way of like poking fun at me. And I said I did something very Man Diesel-ish, and he goes, "What's his name?" Because the thing is, so many people watch my channel, but the people that really love me the most, they don't really need to. Like, they've had enough of it. Cut it. They don't find me amusing. In person, they do, but yeah, it's like pulling teeth trying to get the people that really love you to watch it, which is so funny. But so I made this video 9 months ago that popped up because like I'm like sitting back in my house and chilling, just trying to deal with like everything, and it was about Boston and ass napkins. But the best is yet to come. You ask what ass napkin is, and this is very self-deprecating, but so is my whole channel. So he was a big boy when I met him. He lost like 30 pounds since then, but he went from like 310 to 280, 6'2", and he worked out in this heat. Like, let me give you guys an example. It's 10:46 right now, and it's like 104 in Vegas. And he would work out there all day, and he walked, and he would fold a napkin up into squares. I did not know this. And he would place it in his butt cheeks because he'd get swamp ass. And it was like 3 months into our dating, and like one fell awry. Like he either fell on the side of the bed, somewhere by the shower, and it was squared up, and there might have been like just a little spot of like, what is this? And I approached him on it, and he was like, "Well, sometimes I put a napkin in there because I don't want my butt crack to look all wet." And at first I was like totally grossed out. But then I talked to the other guys he worked with, and they're like, "Yeah, I did that too, to be honest." And then, to be even honest, I never even worked outside. And I do think, and I never admitted this until right now, you guys heard it first, I have had an ass napkin or two. I don't know what my reason was. Why? But I made a big deal of it, and I made a video of it, and I'm sure he was like embarrassed, but maybe he wasn't because he's like me, or I thought he was. And I'm going to leave the link in the description box. Watch it, because right now my laptop's broken. I can't do any editing, so just watch it, or I'll pin it on the comments, or it'll be in the description of the ass napkin video. But what makes me really laugh is after we got over it, well, I gave him a complex on it, and I never found an ass napkin again. For like a year, I never found it. One day we were having a knockdown brawl, and the cops showed up, and we were fighting. They're like, "What'd you do? What'd he do?" And this was like 6 months after the video. Like, nothing had anything to do with it, but this is like what was so funny. He looks over, and there's like 2 cops, and they're like real serious Vegas cops. And he goes, "She has ass napkins." And I was like, I didn't, but like the fact that you're going to do this in the middle of us getting interrogated, probably one of us is going to jail. Let's roll the dice. And fucking the cops were like, and they didn't even know how to respond. What would you do if you were a cop in the middle of a domestic dispute between Boss and I, and somebody said she wears ass napkins? Do they even know what ass napkins are? Maybe they had ass napkins in right there. But I couldn't believe he said that. And I was so mad, but I also wanted to laugh because this sheer depravity of like even cracking that joke at that moment to some real Clark County downtown Las Vegas cops in the hood of it, with everything going on. And nobody said anything because I was like, and he was poking fun at the video. And that's why he is so funny sometimes. How funny are you now? Is that what they say? Natural born killers. Juliette Lewis. But dude, that brought me back. So I don't know. Did you guys have ass napkins? Maybe like he can start signing them from jail and like get rich. Send me some money for like restitution of my broken heart. Deuces.